Okay, I found it.
Meaning it doesn't wear out, but it wears well. Hello, welcome to Yarn Chicken. I'm Mrs. T, and this is the Yarnchives edition, as Ross from Smells Like Yarn would say. I am going through my vaults of yarn to see what I have and what I don't have. I usually do this every few months, but to be honest, I haven't done it for probably well over 8 months. So I need to go through, put like with like, find out what I have, what I actually don't have, and then that way I know where everything is, because I like to also make lists of what's in each vessel. And as you can see on the bed, 2 of the vessels are my chests of wool and stuffing. And in reality, they're 2 suitcases, because I find suitcases work really well for the breathability and the protection of my yarn. And obviously, my inflated, I suppose is the word I'm looking for, bag of animal stuffing. As you can see, it's huge. You're probably thinking, what the heck is that? A dead sheep? No, it's not a dead sheep. It's an inflated bag of what's supposed to be deflated acrylic animal stuffing. So we will get to it right now. So what I'll do is I'll have to re-suck the air out of this. So I'm going to have to put this to the side for now. And I've got more Craft Factory toy filling. And cushions. Cushions for putting in cushion covers. And it looks as though I have hit the Motherload. I didn't get any DK weight yarn when we went to Aldi, because somebody else went in and took them all. But it looks like I'm all right with that. I totally forgot I had this. So that's one. What is this? 200-gram ball. Not just one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm not short any DK weight yarn after all. For the white. For the white. So that's good. That needs to go. I'm going to put this here, because that needs to be, I need to keep all the white DK and all the white anyway together, I think. And then I've got one of these 500-gram, I think it's a little bit between DK weight and Aran weight. Got one of these big guys. I need to either cake up and use with another one that I've got caked up ready to use, or just in general keep it with the other one. So there's that guy. I got this from an order quite a while ago, and I can't remember the name of the company. Do you remember the name of the company?
No.
Okay. And although the wool and everything, I was quite happy with it, I decided I was no longer going to order anything from them, because the amount of VAT and the import tax I was charged didn't make it worth it. I could have got more wool here locally than I did getting it abroad, because it started off a really good price, but then by the time I had to pay the HRMC, their import tax, it didn't turn out that it was so good. So I didn't order from them anymore. And this was from the same company as well. It's sparkly yarn I've got. Sparkly yarn, and it's that chenille type of yarn. So all my chenilles together, because I've got that from them. And I've got some, you guessed it, so crafty. It's Aldi velvet yarn. They haven't had this for a few years. And when this originally came out, we bought loads and loads of it. And I think they came $4.99 for a 4-pack. And these were fantastic, and they still are. They're my favorite yarn. You can cut it, and the chenille does not come off or anything. It's really, really good. And they have not had this for a few years. It's been a few years since they got things packaged in plastic, because Aldi and Lidl are trying to use less plastic, unnecessary plastic. So they've stopped putting the four balls of wool in the packages like this anymore. And it was cute because they have little holes so you can actually touch and feel the yarn. And yeah, so I keep all this together. But this wherever they get this made, I'm gonna say probably let's see if it says. Actually, it doesn't say who manufactured it. It just says it's manufactured for Aldi stores. Produced in China. Well, whoever they've got producing it in China for them, it's really, really good stuff. So this is basically all I have left. And I probably, at the beginning, I had a whole suitcase of this because I used it so much. Like I said, I haven't been in these for about, well, at least over 8 months. 8 months minimum. So I need to go in here and see what I've got and start using them again. So that's all I've got. This what color is this? Well, yes, Mr. T.
Is that not the stuff that you made that really gorgeous scarf of mine with?
Yes, I did. If you grab it, I can show people what it looked like.
Okay.
Do you know where it is?
Okay, I find it.
All right. See how really pretty that is? It's this was knitted. I knitted this. Mr. T likes his really super duper long scarves because he likes to be able to wrap and then wrap
Wrap it around my
and
neck.
then wrap
after
again
his
if he
style.
needs to. But he does really loves this, and it's soft and it's long lasting. I made this for him about 5 years ago, possibly 6 years ago, and it still looks new. I mean, it's so nice, and he wears it a lot every winter. And it wears, meaning it doesn't wear out, but it wears well, because that still looks almost as good as it did when I first bought it. I mean, first bought it.
Beautiful.
First made it for him.
Either side, absolutely gorgeous.
And that color was the Pinot. So it's like wine, Pinot. Pinot, is that how you say it?
Pinot, how do you spell it?
P-I-N-O-T.
Yes, Pinot.
Pinot, okay, Pinot. So and it is a very much a red wine color. And this first one that I was holding up, waving around, looking for the name and couldn't find it, is actually called Amethyst. So that is an amethyst. And then we've got a charcoal, which I don't really think that looks like charcoal. It's more of a silvery color. And it's these actually came out around Christmas time. And I do believe this is when they seem to have them every 3 months, yarn events. Now they seem to have reduced them to twice a year, but I'm sure originally they were every 3 months because they always seem to have some kind of yarn thing going on. And then there's this one that is blush, and it is because just a little bit of pink on there. And this blue, this was my favorite. This was totally my favorite. And it is Sapphire. And then, of course, I've got a little bit more of the charcoal. So I won't be going through all the colors and all the things, but I did just want to point out that how good this was. And, you know, Aldi, if you're listening, velvet yarn, velvet yarn, especially these Christmassy colors, whatever they were when you brought them out. Very good, very good. They're my favorite, and like I said, they're very hard wearing, so very good to have. So I'm gonna have to readjust that. I haven't seen these for a while either, and these are Flossy yarns, and they're, you know, like fun fur. And I'll pull it out and have Mr. T show you that. And the color of this is rust for some reason. And the color previously shown is ocean. And those were Aldi yarns too before they stopped packaging things in this. And I think I got these probably not around the time I got those. So I mean, I've had them for a while. I have used some already though, you know. So these are basically what I've got left over that I haven't used yet. And I've obviously got myself a little ball thrown over here for some reason. So I'll stick that in there. And so here's some more white. And I did know I had this, but I thought this was it. I didn't realize I had all those, but obviously they're two different suitcases. So I didn't realize that I had all these white ones. So that's a bonus. But that was also a So Crafty from Aldi. And these were given to me as a gift. I don't know if I still have a ball band in here or not. Yes. It's called a 𝗪𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗀 yarn. And these are quite thin, so I think this is, I'm not sure what the weight of this yarn is. But it recommends, oh, it's a 4-ply. So that's a 4-ply yarn, nice and thin. Very nice. I've used some already. Oh, and it was given to me, so it was a bit of a mess because it's a lot of the time when people give me stuff, it's because, oh, I know someone who used to knit and they don't anymore. Would you like their yarn? And sometimes when I get the balls, they're a little bit ruffled, so I recake them. But I do love that color. If you look at it, it's got pink and purple in it.
Beautiful.
It's a really lovely color, so I really quite like that. And then this was from Mariner Yarns, and those in the UK that remember Mariner Yarns, they were fabulous. They were around for a very long time, and then the parent company went bankrupt and took everything under it out. So they, unfortunately, despite that they were doing well, the parent company wasn't. So when the parent company went out of business, they all went out of business. But they had some fabulous yarn. And then that's the remnants of the Mariner yarn that I have. And I really, really liked it. And it's a shame. It's a shame that maybe the people who were running the company, running the Mariner yarns couldn't have bought the name off of the company that went bankrupt. But I don't really know how that works, but it would have been nice. So that's what this is. And these are double knit. So those are all double knit, I think. Yep. And then I got my paint box yarns. Everybody knows paint box because you can get that, I think, in most countries. It's usually in, oh, what is that? Names are not my friend today. So if you've heard of paint box yarn, you'll know where you can get it. I think it's Lovecraft. Lovecraft, that's it. Lovecraft usually sells paint box yarns. And these are all my Aran, so they're all together in a little bag. And these are also, I think, Aran. These are all Aran, and they're in a little bag. They're all acrylic yarns. This is my acrylic yarn. My acrylic yarns. They're all acrylic. All acrylic. And these things, you get these little silica gel things in with your shoes, or you get them with handbags, or wherever you get them. If you get them with your electronics, whatever, save these, put them in there. If you think, ooh, that's feel a little bit damp, put it on a radiator. Put it in wrap it in a washcloth and put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. It'll dry them back out and then can start pulling moisture again if you have problems with moisture. But I love them. I save these all the time. And in the winter, I recharge them because we've got the radiators running already. And I put them on the radiator for a little while, take them off, and I put them back in. These are brilliant. And this is what I've been after. Because remember, on my Aldi haul, I got some super chunky yarn and I was going to make a rug, and I had a few comments, people saying that's not going to be enough to make a rug because it's only 80 yards. But surprise, surprise, I have accent colors that I can put them all together.
Perfect, I'll take those.
I'm going to give those to Mr. T because I was looking for those, or one of the things I was looking for. Pardon me. And again, I've had these since before they started reducing on plastic. So there's some more that I'm going to put in with the rug. And these are, well, I don't know how much is in here. Super. It says, oh, 200, these are 200 gram balls. Super chunky, not just chunky, but super chunky. And that's gray, and the other, does it just say blue? Yeah, okay. So just looking for those. So those are going to go for the rug. Accent colors, maybe stripes. I'm not really sure how I want to do it yet. And then some really beautiful denim double knit yarn. This is also, I've used a lot of this. And I actually used a lot on Minions because this is the perfect color for Minions dungarees. It's a perfect color, as you can see. As a matter of fact, I probably used up all the yellow. I got yellow when they had these bags as well, and I'm fairly certain that I used up all the yellow because the Minions take up more yellow than they do the blue for the dungarees. So that's what that was, and I'm surprised I even have any of that left, to be honest with you, but I haven't even opened that one yet. Yes, Mr. T.
That just shows how much you believe in volume when you buy things. You don't buy one or two.
Yeah, but see, this one, I think I've actually bought this one quite some time ago because, like I said, it's still in the plastic. So I haven't bought a lot of wool from Aldi since they started selling it out of the plastic bags because I knew I had all this. So yes, it does look a lot, but what people forget when they see a lot of people's collections in their Yarnchives is that this has been going on for years and years. So my collection's actually minuscule compared to other people's, but I have used these. And the thing is when you use a lot, you think, ooh, I better grab me another one. And that's what I've done. And like I said, they used to sell them in packs like that. I mean, that's £1 each. $3.99 for 4. And they're 100 gram balls. You know, there might not be the best wool in the world, but they are pretty good wearing, and they suit the needs I use them for. I'm not using these so I can have some kind of cashmere feel jumper. I'm using them for usually Amigurumi or something of the similar effect. Yes, Mr. T.
So that's effectively £1 per ball.
Yeah.
Right. Well, even at that Aldi sale we went to, the cheapest was £1.29.
Yeah.
On sale.
Yeah.
You know, so it shows you what a good value they used to be.
Yeah, yeah. And the one that was 99 pence, somebody went in and bought them all. Because remember, you've got footage of the bare rack, nothing in it. So, you know, other people obviously remembered when it used to be £1 a ball. And then this one here has a mixture. It's got some more Mariner. These are all Mariner. This one's a Style Craft. And I think these two, we got the Prima from the Works. So if you remember us talking about the Works that you could get different stuff, we got this from the Works because it's hard to find brown. That's why when I found that brown at Aldi this last time, I grabbed it up because it is so hard to find the brown. And it has to be the brown, a specific brown, because they do have a lot of brown, but they're always really super dark or they're light. They don't have this chocolate, you know, chocolate bar color wool. It's always like this would be a brown, and they would call it something, you know, light brown or something like this. What did they call this? Oatmeal. That's oatmeal. Yeah. And this was supposed to be a brown, but when I got it, it seemed more honey which is still a pretty color, but it's not what I was looking for. And this is camel, but it's more like caramel. You know, but it's a camel, and that didn't turn out to be as brown as I thought it was going to be. And so when I saw this in the flesh, because, you know, you can order offline for the works, but when I saw this in the flesh, I was like, that is the brown. And actually, for what it is, I mean, it's soft enough and everything, but it was actually quite expensive because I think it was 3 pounds a ball. It's only 100 grams, and it's DK weight, and does it say yardage or meterage? I don't think it actually says. So that's enough about the brown yarn. I think I yarned on about it too long. And here's two more balls of wool that I was given from the same person that gave me these. And let's see if there's a label in there. I don't know if there's a label in there that I can get to. And yeah, I think it's the same brand. A little bit thicker, I think. But that, I just love the colors in that.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
I've used already one of these, so very good. And then I got these because I was looking at, I was doing 𝗪𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗛𝗛's knit along. This was years and years ago. And it's still a sleeping UFO hiding here somewhere. But I was looking for the right color green for her Kermit the Frog mystery knit along. It's not a mystery anymore because everybody knows it was Kermit the Frog drinking a cup of tea. But at the time it was mystery, and she was releasing one row a day, and you were making little yo-yos with a round loom, a small flower round loom. And every color I kept getting was not the right color. I think this is a color I ended up sticking with, but I got that and that was just not quite the right color. And like I said, I didn't know what I was actually getting, but I was going by what her colors were. That was too much. That was too dark. And then these seemed to be just right. And I think I ended up getting these from Amazon, but this was quite some time ago. Can't remember how much I paid for them, but that's what these were for. And I've got most of the yo-yos done, the little circles done, but now it's sewing them together, and then some of the colors I haven't finished with the yo-yos and that sort of stuff. But that is a sleeping UFO. And then I've got two sparkle yarns. These are DK weight. These were given to me from a Secret Santa, and they're from B&M, which is Bargains and More, B&M. And I'm not normally the fan of sparkly yarn, but I did quite like those. I have a white one floating around somewhere that I've been using a lot of because it's really good for snow. So I've got those in there. And this lovely, lovely red. I don't even remember where I got that from. And, oh look, a hidden ball of black. Oh, that's why it's hidden. Okay, so this is a blend, and it probably shouldn't be in here. It's got 50% wool, no, 10% wool, 50% acrylic, and 40% nylon. So that is going to have to go with my mixed, if you can take that, Mr. T. And last but not least, there's some more chunky yarn. And I would like to point out that this lovely bag of yarn belongs to Mr. T.
What?
Yep, Mr. T, when he was making his hats, like I've told you before in previous episodes, if you go back and watch, I can't even remember which one it is, but there's an episode I talk about how Mr. T, he decides to drop a bomb on me that he wants to crochet a swan. And he says he's never done anything, but he has made a hat or two before, and he made a spider for our brother-in-law. And he was planning on making more hats, and these are the colors he chose. He chose this really dark,
excuse me,
super chunky.
That was loom knitting, wasn't it?
Yeah, okay. Yes, it was loom knitting. But this is still your yarn. Yes, you still ordered it for that.
Oh, God.
This is your stash.
Uh-oh.
And it's this dark gray, which I don't know what color it is.
Uh-oh, I've been
It just says shade 28. And but these are Mariner yarns, too. And they were really nice, really soft. Like I said, my mother really loved her hat. That is Mr. T's stash.
Well, 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗃, I guess that's the wool you're meant to get for your beanie. One day, I'm sure you'll get it.
So we're going to put this to the side because this is Mr. T's stash. Plus it's chunky, and I'm going to try to keep all DK weight in here.
Cute. I forgot about that.
Are we still filming?